What if I told you that your thoughts are holding you back? Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans, spent years trapped with his excessive pride chasing strength, but never feeling satisfied. And whether you realize it or not, you might be stuck in the same loop.
Vegeta's biggest enemy was never Goku, Frieza, or Jiren. It was his own pride. No matter how strong he got, it was never enough. He refused help, ignored his weaknesses, and let his ego sabotage him. Sound familiar? We do this too, whether it's refusing advice, staying in a toxic job, or pretending we're fine when we're not. But what if I told you that Vegeta actually broke free from this cycle? And more importantly, so can you. How Vegeta's pride led to his downfall, the Cell saga, letting Cell absorb Android 18 just to prove he was superior, when he became Imagine Vegeta, his soul just for another shot at Goku, even though it meant losing everything. During the Tournament of Power, holding onto his pride until he realized that fighting for others made him stronger. Why we do the same thing. We stay in toxic relationships or bad jobs because admitting we made a mistake hurts our ego. Reject feedback because we don't want to seem weak and overwork ourselves instead of accepting help. Thinking we have to do it alone. The self-sabotage loop, how pride traps you in a cycle of failure. The Dunning-Kruger effect, when we overestimate our abilities and refuse to acknowledge our flaws. The sunk cost fallacy, sticking with something bad just because we've already invested time or effort. How Vegeta got stuck in this loop. He saw setbacks as insults to his pride rather than lessons for growth. He pushed himself harder instead of smarter, thinking sheer effort was the key, and lastly focused on proving, not improving. How you might be doing the same thing. Are you repeating the same mistakes expecting different results? Are you ignoring advice from people who've been where you are? Are you chasing validation instead of actual progress? The moments that changed everything. Admitting Goku was better in Dragon Ball Super was the moment he let go of his pride and started learning instead of competing. Training with wisdom, accepting that he needed guidance to truly evolve, and fighting for his family, not his ego, recognizing that real strength comes from purpose, not just power. What we can learn from this: recognize when pride is holding you back and ask yourself, am I making decisions based on growth or validation? Shift from proving to improving. Instead of saying, I'm better than them, ask, how can I get better? Accept help and feedback. Strong people don't do everything alone, they learn from others. Set long-term goals beyond ego. Vegeta stopped chasing short-term wins and started focusing on legacy. Vegeta's biggest transformation wasn't about strength, it was about mindset. He stopped fighting for pride and started fighting for something bigger. And that's when he truly became unstoppable. The strongest version of yourself isn't the one that never loses, it's the one that learns to win differently. So ask yourself, are you fighting to grow or just to protect your pride?